Indulgences are a beautiful part of the Catholic faith. They remind us of God's incredible mercy and our call to holiness. In simple terms, an indulgence is like a pardon for the temporal punishment that can remain even after our sins are forgiven. Think of it like this. You break your mum's favorite vase, you say you're sorry and she forgives you, but you still have to help clean up the broken pieces. That's kind of like temporal punishment. It's the consequence of our actions. Indulgences help us clean up the mess of our sins, so to speak. They don't erase our need for God's forgiveness, but they help us grow in holiness and become more like Christ. The Church offers indulgences to help us on our journey back to God. They are a sign of God's love and mercy, always available to those who seek them with a sincere heart. There are two main types of indulgences, partial and plenary. A partial indulgence removes part of the temporal punishment due to sin. It's like cleaning up some of the broken pieces of the vase. A plenary indulgence, on the other hand, removes all of the temporal punishment due to sin. This is like cleaning up all the pieces of the vase and making things right again. Both types of indulgences require certain conditions, such as being in a state of grace, meaning free from mortal sin, and having a detachment from sin. Think of it as having a clean heart and a desire to do better. Some people wonder how indulgences can be just. After all, shouldn't we face the consequences of our actions? The answer lies in understanding God's infinite mercy and justice. God is perfectly just. He desires that we make reparation for our sins. At the same time, God is also infinitely merciful. He longs to forgive us and draw us closer to Himself. Indulgences are a beautiful expression of both God's mercy and justice. They allow us to participate in the merits of Christ and the saints, who have more than made up for the sins of the world. So, how can we obtain indulgences? The Church offers many ways to receive these graces. Some examples include visiting a holy site, reciting specific prayers, making charitable contributions, and practicing acts of self-denial. Imagine visiting Rome and praying at the tomb of St. Peter. Or picture yourself fasting for a day and offering your sacrifice for the poor. These actions, done with the right intention, can gain indulgences. The most important thing is to approach indulgences with a spirit of humility and love for God. They are not get-out-of-jail-free cards, but rather opportunities to deepen our faith and draw closer to Christ. By seeking indulgences, we open ourselves to God's grace and grow in holiness.